Now, like I mentioned before, we have control pins, so we're going to wire those up now. For that, you're going to need this box. That is not a box. This is a bag of wires. And they're using black, white, gray, and violet. And they would have a female pin on both ends. It's not necessary that you use the exact same colors. And in fact, if you look at what I have in my bag, I have white and black, but I don't have violet. I got a violet on there, so I have this one long piece and this one short piece. Now we have to go from here all the way over to here. So I don't think these short pieces are going to do it. So we're going to have to use different colors, and that's no big deal. Let's see what they show in the book. So we don't have that, so we are going to use white, black, brown, red. And so I'm just going to strip those off from here, and I'm going to leave the 4 intact. It's just a little bit cleaner that way. And we are going to put these 4 wires on the in 1, in 2, in 3, in 4 pins. Just like that. Push them down until they're on there. Nice and solid. They should be seated on the bottom there. And now we know that white is in 1, and that goes to pin 11 on the Raspberry Pi GPIO. So let's take a look at the Raspberry Pi here. How do we figure out which is pin 11? Here is another Raspberry Pi, and if you look at the back side of the GPIO connector, you can see that this pin has a square solder pad, and that's how they designate pin 1 on connectors, with a square solder pad instead of a round one. So if we look here, this is pin 1. We're going to flip this over. So this is pin 1 on the Raspberry Pi GPIO connector. And then above it is pin 2. So along this bottom row we have the odd numbered pins, and along the top row we have the even numbered pins. So basically it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And that's how you can find it. So we, in this case with my connector, I have the white wire on in 1, so the white wire needs to go to pin 11 on the GPIO. So I do it like this: 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. In 2 goes on pin 12. In this case, in 2 is the black wire. And as I mentioned, 12 is an even number, so that's, in this case, right behind pin 11. So we go there. In 3, in my case, is brown. That goes to pin 13, so that's an odd number. We have 11 there. This is 13. And then in 4 goes to 15. 13, 15. So you can see the wiring there.